Hey everyone, Neo here, and today I'm going to be playing some Blood Bowl. I picked this up on the Steam sale, along with a bunch of other games, and I've been having a lot of fun playing this game. So, what is Blood Bowl? Well, I'm going to start loading up my campaign while I'm talking. Blood Bowl is American football, turn-based, with a lot of violence. It's like you have to score to win, of course, and you only have so much time to do it. There's 16 rounds, 8 rounds per half, and you can either try and just kill all of your opponents so you could just walk right through, or you can try to avoid them and do a little tactical stuff to do touchdowns. Now I play as the Dwarves. There's a lot of different races. Let me just go back to the main menu, and I'll just open up exhibition match just to show you all how many different races there are. So choose a team. Orc. There we go. Human, dwarf, skaven, orc, lizardman, goblin, wood elf, chaos, and so on and so on and so on. Some of these you may not understand exactly what they are. Some of them may be obvious, like Amazons. Humans are pretty obvious. Orcs should be obvious, but something like Nurgle may not be so obvious. Even Norse. I mean, I know that they were a race back in the days, but what are they in Blood Bowl? They were a human race. So how do I get back? There we go. So anyway, turn-based, and it's very violent. I really like the Dwarves for a few reasons, and I'll explain them as I'm playing. Now, this match, Alright, inducements. I don't have any gold to put into it, so I don't have any petty cash, which can be used for bribes, which are actually encouraged. They're going to grab an extra reroll with theirs. I didn't get anything. Now, this match is going to be rather difficult. I do have trouble with the Amazons from time to time. There's stats down here. Number of cheerleaders, number of assistant coaches, brew you can get on inducements, bribes you can get on inducements. I'm not sure what that is yet. There's apothecary, the wizard, and rerolls. Apothecary lets you save someone if they get taken down and they get injured really badly and would have a permanent injury. You can get rid of it, or if they get knocked down so badly that they're dead, you can bring them back to life. And rerolls, you can reroll one time on your turn, and it allows you to reroll a bad roll. Because it's turn-based, all of the actions are based on die rolls. Usually a d6, sometimes a d8. So you see we're all getting ready. They have a few more players than we do. I always like to receive it first, because I have this death roller. Now that is a special weapon, and unless you have a bribe to prevent it from being taken off the field, then after a touchdown or after the half's over, it'll be taken off the field. There's a bunch of different formations, or if you want, you can actually make your own formation. I personally like strong blitz. Now let's see, there's the guy with strip ball, so I'm going to keep punting to the right. Oh wait, I'm receiving. So I'm going to accept that positioning. And there's the kickoff. Now this guy has kickoff return, which he's level 3. So I got kick and kickoff return on him. So he's allowed to move a bit before the kickoff actually lands. Alright, at every kickoff there's an event. The event is randomized as to what event it actually is. This is just a changing weather. It's cold and snowing. Um, Going for it will slip and be knocked down a roll of 1 to 2. Only quick or short passes can be attempted. Okay. As the dwarves, I don't usually pass anyway, so I'm not too worried about the passing. Going for it. Those rolls, first of all, this guy will be able to move anywhere in the green. The die ones are going for it, and that means that you'd have to die roll to see if you can actually do that successfully. So first thing I'm going to do is take my big guy. Now, the reason big reason I like dwarves, most if not all start with block, which if you use the both down, which would knock both people down, they don't fall. Of course, this opponent has block too. Now, if you get an attacker down or both down and your guy doesn't have block, pretty much if you fail something, then it's the opponent's turn, your turn's over. So I decided to do a defender stumbles. Now, that means that I would get 1 die to roll. That's not very good. You want at least 2. If you don't have block, you may want 3. But what you can do is position someone so that they're next to who you're tackling, but not next to any other opponent, and that +1 means that they help. The amount of die rolls determined by your strength versus opponent's strength, and then plus any modifiers like this +1 guy over here. So I get 2 die. They both have block. I'm going to choose Defender Stumbles again, and I'm going to follow him. If I don't follow him, I would stay right there. But I'm going to follow him, or her, I suppose, because it's the Amazons. Let's be politically correct. Move over here again to get another bonus. See, now they don't have block, so I'm going to choose this both down. I do have block, so I don't fall, but they do. And in a both down, you both stay in the same square. That's another thing to think about. Now, why haven't I picked up the ball yet? Well, there's a chance of failure for that, and I want to make sure I get everything else done beforehand, because other things have a lot lower chance of failure. So what I'm going to do here is get into a better position to attack up the field. Now, there's something called a blitz, which is that right there. It's either on or off, which means once per turn you can do a move and an attack, whereas usually you can only do one or the other, which is why I would move someone there and then attack with someone who's already next to them. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move this guy into position to support, then have my Troll Slayer do an attack. Now normally I'd go there and attack, but the Troll Slayer always moves into the square that the opponent leaves. It's part of the it's part of Frenzy, I believe. Another thing is when I get a push, he automatically, as Frenzy, has to get a reroll.
Wizards have not always been able to cast spells.
See, it's either going to be both down or defender pushed. Now I'm at a disadvantage because it's 2 versus 1. So the defender gets to choose, but both those are pretty good rolls for me. So I'm going to say no reroll. They choose both down, which, because they both have block, nothing happens. I'm going to take this runner, move him over there. And now my final guy is going to pick up the ball. And you notice it takes a good deal of movement to actually pick up the ball. And I'm going to not go for it, because if you go for it and fall, he would fumble the ball. And I don't want to have to pick it up again. So now I'm going to end my turn. Ooh, almost ran out of time there. A lot of explaining. Now it's the AI's turn. And they're going to try and knock down as many of my players as they can. If all goes well, I should be able to hold that line. Alright, that was just a push, which is not a bad thing. There's definitely worse out there. Are they really going for my death roller? Oh, that would be funny. Here, I'll turn this on so you can see the die rolls. Oh, he's down. Alright, now he's attacking me, and I'm stronger, so I get 2 die rolls, and I get to choose. Now you gotta remember, when you're choosing, it's whoever's the defender, so that would actually knock me down. So I'm gonna have them push me back, but I stand firm. Where on any move that would push him away, he actually stays right where he is. Very useful for holding a line. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. Only one guy got knocked down, and he didn't get knocked down too hard, so you can get back up this turn. Getting back up and attacking is the same as moving and attacking, so it will take that blitz. What I'm going to do here is knock him around. I'm going to move him there, and I will move forward. Maybe I can get a little lane going right in here, because they're kind of collapsing in on me on that side. Now what should I do? I need to get a bonus over here. Now he doesn't get a bonus from this guy, because there's an opponent next to him besides the one that I'm attacking. So what I'm going to do is take him. Ooh, that was a bad move. Let's re-roll that. Let's use prol. Yeah, I'll re-roll anyway. Oh, see, that was a stupid move. I rushed and I wasn't thinking, and I passed an opponent. And if you walk through an opponent's tackle zone, then they have a chance to tackle you like that. But Amazons are pretty good at dodging. See? That's very frustrating, as they just kind of dodge everything that you throw at them. Alright, so now, strategy's going to have to be a little different. I'm probably going to pull my runner to the right. There we go, finally. I need a turnover. Probably going to pull my runner this way, and then try and bring units down to block these off. So the first thing I'm going to... Actually? Yeah, I've got to pull him to the right. Alright, let's see. What can you do? I really don't like these positions. Alright, now this is just 2 attacker down, which means that I would lose this right here. So I'm going to use a re-roll, which is the count right there. To get a second one, much better. Defender down, I'm going to push him there. And as you would expect, the defender fell down. Alright, this guy can't support attacking him because there's one next to him. What I can do is knock this one down. And now he can support this guy. Of course, this one can support their defender. If you can see, there's a +1 above that one and that one. So what I'm going to do is stand this guy up first. And now he can't support. And yeah, I'll follow. Probably shouldn't have followed so I can get a bonus against that one, but I like that little surround I got going there. Alright, gotta get him up and running, because he's a runner. When he gets up, he can still move quite a bit. Not everyone can.
Under an agreement signed last season, the clubs are not allowed to offer
So I'm gonna dodge that, okay. And then I'm gonna re-roll that and get the same thing. Okay. Gonna try and move people into position to protect him. I might just run up this side, actually. I'm gonna go for the run. Alright, there we go. I wanted to move away because I was bringing me through a tackle zone, so I'd have to roll twice to dodge. And it's risky enough as is, so I don't want to roll once. Alright, let's get a bonus there. No, let's not
Don't
follow.
say much about
Because then...
Full-blooded, but perfectly legal.
move you into position. To give him a bonus. We'll push backwards, and yeah, I'll follow. And that's the end of my turn, because everyone moved. Alright, my ball runner could be in a worse position, definitely.
If insults had any effect
I
on
really
the
wish that would have hit.
I guarantee that the Dwarves will be world champions.
Ooh, knocked down. Okay.
Kick to the face. Let's see that again in slow motion.
It's frustrating when you go against a team that has mostly dodges, because they just ignore your blocking.
Player is really in the right place.
There we go.
It's really ugly.
But then again, when most of the enemy team has dodge, the AI tends to get a little cocky. Okay, so I'm gonna knock him around, and I will follow. Now I can get +1 from this death roller anyway. I believe it's because of stand firm, but he has a lot of abilities, if you can see. But either way, I'm not too worried about it. Let's see, they both have block, so I'm gonna knock him down and follow. Probably shouldn't have, but oh well.
Oh, yes.
Oh wow, there's a bloodstain there. I must have knocked someone out. Yep. Now that just means they're knocked out for now. They can wake back up and come back in later. So what I want to do here is I'm going to do a blitz here. It's probably the wrong move, but okay. Let's do defender stumbles and follow.
Ouch, that punch
Ooh,
knocked his teeth
broken
out.
neck.
Yes, Jim. That's never
Smash
enough.
knee, okay.
Did you hear about the evil
I think they just used their apothecary to change the
broken.
broken neck to a smash knee
Evil supporters of the
so
year
that
award.
he wouldn't
Fully merited from
be
what I've
crippled, pretty much. Now what can I do? Now I can't attack him with that guy. I can attack with my ball runner. It's not always as safe. I'm gonna stand you up before I try anything crazy. Now let me see. I want to get him. So I'm going to move there to give him a bonus. Knock him down and her down, and I'll follow.
It seems this player does all the talking with the fists.
And they
Now
clearly
let's
know how to
see.
get
That's a
hurt.
penalty. That's average. So I'm going to support him. It's really about a lot of positioning. If you're going to play an offensive kind of role. Now, Frenzy, because I'm getting a push, he'll automatically have to get another attack. They both have block, so both down will do nothing. But better nothing than to destroy me. This person has to go down. So I'm actually going to go there and give this guy as much support as I can. And oh god, I have to reroll that. This is my only guy who does not have block,
Did you know, Jim, that the Trax Warriors were the first
and I
people
can't
to
have
lose
him
Cup back
dropping
in
the ball.
2491?
So I'm going to push
You
there,
mean no one else
and I'm
had
not
won the
going to
cup
follow.
before, Bob?
No, Jim. It was the first time a
See that stumbled
non-lizard
in,
team
knock him over.
participated in the Lustrian Cup.
Sometimes it
The
doesn't,
Amazons
sometimes
took
it does.
the woman grabbed the trophy from Sotek's word.
Oh, and they move back into position. Yeah, guard. That means he can give bonuses even if... Ooh.
She sent him down for a chat
Alright,
with the
that was
expert
their
rabbit.
blitz, though. So that means that they can't hit my ball player, because no one started next to
Have a
him.
nice sleep.
Little baby gets his medicine and he's having a little nap.
Yeah, guard is no matter... Okay, so he can assist no matter how many people are near him. It's a very useful skill. So I'm going to start pushing through these guys. Knock him down, and I'll follow.
That reminds
So
me
I
of
can
when
give
took
him
Griff
support.
Fritz in the 91 final against Reichland.
They
Oh,
both
yeah.
have blocks, so
You
let's do
need
both
Captain.
down. Oh, he's a pro. which means he gets free chance for a reroll. Should have paid attention. Now, what to do here? Well, I could stand him up and attack. You know what? I got this. Move into position. I'm going to hit him. That's okay. A push is better. I just wanted to get him away from the ball. And now I'm going to stand up now that he can support and do a blitz attack.
The referee's guild
Knock
has
him
decided
down.
to hire a bodyguard for each game.
Another brilliant idea.
And yes, I'll
And just
follow.
how effective.
I purposely knocked on the angle because this guy can slip through at the angle.
True. Could
If
be
there's a
big
straight
one
line,
today.
you can't slip through, even if it's your own teammates that make up the straight line. Alright, I gotta get rid of that guy. First thing I'm gonna do is knock this Amazon back down. And by knocking them down over and over, not only am I trying to injure them and get them out of the game, but standing up does take the action, which means that they can't do any tackling. So if I can knock down these two, I'm just going to run for it. Alright, I'm going to knock you down, and I'm not going to follow,
Upside down.
so I can
That's
support
one way
him
to
now.
do things.
It's kind of like a game of chess. Knock you there so I could still get the bonus support for the second roll, which will knock you down.
That face job is a lot cheaper than a plastic surgeon.
I don't know if he
Now,
planned it, but it
everyone
will
except
make
for
it
this
hard to
one is
support.
down right now. Wow. And the amount of stars means whether or not they'll be able to get up next turn. 4 stars means that next turn they'll be able to get up. That means that it's going to take an additional turn. Still snowing, so I'm not going to go for it because he doesn't have sure foot. So he's just going to chill right there for now. And I'm going to end my turn.
Look over there. Some cute
A lot of times it is safe to go for it,
Big moot sandwiches in the stand.
but because the go for it
And so
is
now
knocked
you
down on a
like
1
big
to
moot
2 instead of
sandwiches?
just a 1, it's not really worth it. Especially because I don't have any extra rolls. Wow.
What an idiot.
That was very lucky, and now I've got this. Alright, I don't want to actually score this round, so I'm not going to do the double go for it. Just going to move forward. The
They're
biggest
getting
reason
dangerously close to the end zone.
is that I want the turns to run low, because after I score I kick off, and at turn 8, after turn 8, it's end of possession and halftime. So let's see, this guy is gonna hit that one. Let's push. And I'm not gonna follow, so I can support. Yeah, I guess I'll just get a push. It's better than my guy getting knocked down, right? And I'm gonna support. It's a lot. It's just all about positioning, really. Good hit.
As physical as this, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly. It's really ugly.
Alright, I'm gonna knock this one down that I just pushed before. To get 3 dice, you have to have... Oh. And I don't have any rerolls. He's not a pro, so I have to fall down.
Scantily dressed women that hit first and ask questions later.
Yes, Bob. I just wish there
And the
were
cheering
more
is because I have the ball so close to the end zone. It won't end until I actually score. The AI does talk to you every now and then just to make fun of you. That I'm uncomfortable with. Fortunately, he's not right next to my guy, so they can't stop me from scoring pretty much. Thick skull. That helps prevent injuries.
Well done.
That is a really nice ability. Between block and thick skull, dwarves are hard to knock down, and they're hard to injure. I'm just going to score. Normally, I would try and just knock down people as much as I can, especially because I have one more turn till halftime. But because they have someone so close to my ball handler, and I don't have anyone else there supporting, I just decided it's just best to score. Especially because I need to score this half. I need to. And I'll show you. Oh, see? The two that I knocked out, are going to get back up and back into the game. And there's their extra players. Currently, so there's my cheerleaders, if you want to know what's going on here. I think that's how many fan support I have. Yeah, that has to be fan support. See, now he got kicked out of the game for having the special weapon. I still like strong blitz, even when I'm punting. So I'm going to accept, and that guy is strip ball, which means on a stumble or push, he will actually make the guy drop the ball. Now, usually you don't want to kick this deep in. Around here or here is better, but because he's a kicker, I like to kick that far in, because being a kicker makes it a lot more accurate. Ah, perfect weather. Now going for it is a little easier. Oh, man, it bounced out. Bounced out of bounds, so that means that they give it to whoever they want. Now, they have one more turn after this to score, and they can't physically run that far. So pretty much all they can do is just try and pummel my people. Just beat everyone up as much as they can, try and get injuries. Because that's definitely what I'm going to do. You notice that they that the AI likes to make a little cluster around the ball handler. I prefer to focus my other people on their units and create kind of like a pathway rather than making a ball like this. This is an effective method because I really cannot get to the ball handler, but if I can get a surround like that, I get a lot of bonuses on the corners, and I just kind of crumble. It just kind of crumbles inward. So you're going to stand up. Ah, excuse me. Alright. Who do I want to get experience? I get this blocker experience.
Spectators who aren't aware that heroes of law hope to show the world a better way by honest, strategic play on the pitch.
It's probably a good thing we don't see them.
The announcers can be amusing. He's got 32 of 31 experience, which is that's what the SPP means. Down here. So after the game, he'll be able to level up. Alright, now what do I want to do? I could, in response to their wall, try and block them in, which is what I'm probably going to do. I'm going to put that one there just to block any of these guys from supporting anyone. No, I won't follow. Now there is a chance that they'll pass, especially because they have a thrower, which dwarves don't get any passers. That is something to keep in mind. See how I'm kind of creating a U-shape? Odds are the thrower will back up and try and go around. But again, they only have one turn left.
There was a time when the colleges of magic hadn't yet ruled on limiting wizard assistance to teams.
Who could forget the
Okay, and I'm going to end my turn.
When rampant spellcasting caused the entire Bright Crusader
And this is their last turn.
sink into the earth.
So as soon as they do a turnover or they just are done, then it'll be a halftime. Now, I have been talking over the announcers. They are amusing, I'll admit. They're pretty funny. But they get quite repetitive, which is why I don't really pay too much attention to them anymore. Ooh. If you knock someone straight out, then hooligans come and just beat the snot out of them. Now, the biggest reason I used my 3 rerolls is because after halftime, you get your rerolls back. So they still had 1 of 4, which is kind of a waste. Let's see, I got the one guy that's kicked out for the rest of the game.